Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Barcelona GAMEMODE series. We're at episode 18 of season 3 in today's episode, and there is only a couple of episodes to go. This week we will be finishing season 3 of this Barcelona GAMEMODE. Straight after we do finish season 3 of the Barcelona GAMEMODE, we're going to be jumping straight into the 2018 World Cup with Argentina. If you guys can go ahead and leave a like rating on today's episode, it will be greatly appreciated. Can we hit over 100 likes? I know you guys can. Make sure you drop a comment down below that I can respond to, and make sure you also subscribe if you are new to my channel. We're still sitting in the second position behind Real Madrid, and Real Madrid have a pretty lengthy points gap between us in second and them in first, and it is looking pretty unlikely that we will be going on to win the La Liga title. But just remember, we're still in the Champions League, and anything could happen, especially in the Champions League. And the Champions League is obviously the trophy that we are aiming for right now, because Real Madrid have a couple of games ahead of us, who are sitting in first, we're sitting in second, but we're still going to be playing these league games, trying to pick up the 3 points in almost every game, just in case Real Madrid do slip up and then we overtake them to obviously win the La Liga title. But we've won the La Liga title 2 times so far this series. This is the one season where we aren't looking likely to winning the La Liga title. The first game of today's episode is against Sporting Gijon. They did have the first chance in the 8th minute. In the 14th minute, Mario Götze has a shot only to be denied by the Gijon goalkeeper. That's a pretty decent save there from the Gijon goalkeeper. That was a pretty good shot there from Mario Götze, especially on his left foot. That's a pretty good save there by the opposition goalkeeper. We move on into 21st minute. Not long after that, Luis Suarez does receive a throw-in. He plays it to Ricardo Rodriguez, who is going to play it backwards to Iniesta, who plays it back forwards to Halilovic, to Messi. Messi with the touch, Messi with the shot, save from the goalkeeper. It was actually the rebound off the goalkeeper, off one of his gloves. It actually hits the post, so it could have been 1-0 to ourselves, but it was not to be. In the 47th minute, Lionel Messi cuts inside us. He plays it to Halilovic, who takes a shot, and that was definitely a chance that we should have picked up the goal. Halilovic with the shot, but that was just well defended there by the Gijon defender. From that, Messi with the corner, PK with the header, to be denied by the Gijon goalkeeper. The Gijon goalkeeper was making sure that this game did stay at a 0-0 scoreline. But during the 90th minute, we looked to change things as Götze plays it to Otamendi. As I pushed all my numbers forward, we need these 3 points. He plays it to Messi, who does cut it inside, plays it to Halilovic. Halilovic with the shot, and yet again, the opposition goalkeeper, the Gijon goalkeeper, was making sure that nothing was getting through him, and this game is going to stay at a 0-0 scoreline. This game is going to end in a 0-0 scoreline against Sporting Gijon. We just could not find the back of the net, and that is going to cost us, especially drawing this game against a team we should have been picking up all 3 points against, and that is going to hurt our chances of trying to overtake Real Madrid, who are obviously sitting in the first position. And I will be taking a look at the league table just after we find out that Mario Götze has picked up an injury from that game. He's pulled his hamstring. He's going to be out for 3 weeks, and Götze being out is a massive injury to ourselves. He's definitely been a fantastic player throughout this 3rd season. We're 7 points behind Real Madrid with only 5 games to go in this La Liga season. So 7 points, 5 games to go. Mathematically, it's still possible. We can still win the La Liga title, but it is highly unlikely. So that is why we're going to concentrate on the Champions League to try and win that, to try and pick up our piece of silverware for this 3rd season. We've been pretty successful so far this Barcelona GAMEMODE, especially winning the league twice, winning the Champions League, winning the Spanish Cup twice, winning the Spanish Super Cup, and we've almost done everything. But I do want to go for one whole season winning every single piece of silverware. We'll come up against Granada in the 2nd game of today's episode, the next game. Yet again, this is some more league action. After this game, we're actually going to have the semi-finals of the Champions League. So the first leg in the semi-finals of the Champions League will be after this game. This is my Barcelona lineup. The likes of Felipe Anderson, Sanchez, Rafinha, Sergio Roberto, Laporte, Fabinho have all come into the side. There's been a few changes to the lineup for this game. Obviously, the likes of Messi, he'll be sitting out this game, and also Lacazette. In the 12th minute of this game, Luis Suarez does win the ball off one of the Granada defenders. He plays it to Paul Pogba, who plays a through to Felipe Anderson, who had a one-on-one chance really with the goalkeeper, and he does sky. Felipe Anderson has been quite disappointing since we did sign him during January. In the 45th minute during stoppage time, Alexis Sanchez does well to cut it inside. He's been very well so far this third season. He does well. He plays it to Sergio Roberto. He takes a shot, and yet again, the opposition goalkeepers so far in today's episode, we just could not break the deadlock. This game is going to remain at 0-0. In the 49th minute, we look to win it off the Granada defender, and we do so successfully. Fabinho plays it to Paul Pogba, who takes an unbelievable long shot, and yet again, the goalkeeper pulls off a save. The goalkeeper saw that one coming for a while, because obviously that shot from Pogba was a bit far out, and it was actually on his weak foot too. So could you imagine also if Pogba did score that chance? It just was not to be. This game remains at 0-0, and the 56th minute Granada had a chance on goal, and what a powerful strike it was from there, man. De Gea with the save, but it did come off the post, so it could have came off the post and went in, but it just did not, and obviously we get out lucky there, as straight from that, Sergio Roberto gets around two defenders, fake shot to get around those two defenders yet again, takes a shot, and Sergio Roberto take a bow. That is a fantastic goal from Sergio Roberto, our central midfielder, actually our captain for this game. He did well to get around two sliding challenges that went back to cut it inside by getting around those two sliding challenges again and making sure that we lead this game 1-0, and especially right after Granada had a great chance after they hit the post, we did well to hit back to put ourselves 1-0 in the lead. In the 90th minute, Felipe Anderson cuts inside, does do so well, plays it to Sergio Roberto, who's looking for his second goal, and he does sky that one. But this game is going to end in a 1-0 victory to ourselves against Granada, and definitely something, a great way to end this game, to end the league part of today's episode, because we will be heading into the semi-finals of the Champions League against a massive team, and we are going to wait and find out for that team. So we are actually 7 points behind Real Madrid with only 4 games to go this season. Up for grabs is 12 points. We need 7 points, and we need Real Madrid to drop so many points. So it isn't looking likely that we will be going on to win the La Liga title, but we are facing PSG in the semi-finals of the Champions League, so it isn't easy. PSG have an unbelievable lineup, especially in career mode. So we're facing PSG. Obviously, they got loads of money, especially to themselves, to actually spend during the during the transfer windows. We haven't actually faced PSG so far this season, so it is good at all in this career mode series. So it is good to come up against different sides to see what sort of team they do have. So heading into this game against PSG away, and obviously 2 legs on aggregate will possibly be going through. This is the PSG lineup: Lewandowski, Lucas, Verratti, Di Maria, Motta, Lavezzi, Thiago Silva, Rafael Varane, Aurier in the right back position. It's a very strong PSG lineup, but let's take a look at my Barcelona lineup for this game. We need to get off to a good start in this leg, especially in this first leg, the away leg. Lacazette, Messi, Sanchez, Pjanic, Sergi Sampa, Iniesta, Gerard Piqué, Hector Bellerin, Otamendi, David Alaba, and David De Gea in goals. No signs of Luis Suarez. He's actually on low fatigue. He's on low fitness because obviously he did play the game in the league. Because obviously Champions League games are midweek, and we do have to rest some players, and that's why I did rest Messi for the previous game. In the 6th minute of this game, Iniesta plays a ball to Messi. He plays it to Iniesta, who looks to play it inside, back again to Messi, and Messi with the finish. And after 8 minutes, we've picked up an important away goal. We lead PSG 1-0. And remember, these are away goals, and they obviously count a little more than the home goals. In the 15th minute, a ball gets played wide to Hector Bellerin as he plays it to Alexis Sanchez, back inside to Hector Bellerin, and it was almost a repeat from the previous goal. We lead 2-0 after 16 minutes, and that goal was almost an exact replay to the Messi goal that was scored earlier on this game. In the 21st minute, PSG looked to get back into this game, but obviously we're leading PSG 2-0, 2 away goals, and we are almost like securing our spot into the Champions League final. You can see the match facts that we only had 2 shots, and both those shots did go into the back of the net to give ourselves a 2-0 advantage going into half time, and things didn't look like they were going to change. Actually, in the 54th minute, Lucas plays it wide, a turnover from PSG leads Lacazette, looks to play it wide, and he does not do so as PSG do win it back. But Messi wins the ball off, I think it was Rafael Varane there, and he makes it 3-0. Messi picks up his second goal in this game. We lead PSG 3-0 on aggregate. This is going to be the end of the first leg against PSG. As you can see, goal line technology shows us that was an actual goal, but it's a 3-0 win against PSG away in the first leg of the Champions League. PSG have to pick up 3 or more goals, and we can't score at all in the second leg at home for them to go through. We are pretty much in the Champions League final, especially in a game like that against PSG. But it is highly unlikely that PSG are gonna score 3 against us, and we're not gonna score at all, especially with a 3-0 win away against PSG. That is how I'm gonna wrap up today's episode. It's a perfect way to end off today's episode. Messi picking up 2 goals, and really Bellerin's goal and Messi's first goal was almost an instant replay to each other. Ball got played wide, and we just did cut it inside. It was an easy goal. So 3-0 win against PSG. We've pretty much secured our spot into the Champions League final. And on the other side of the tournament tree, Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund, they're fighting out to try and go through to the Champions League final. That is how we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all on my next video.